As the majority of the builds around the perimeter of Alex's village are built, Alex decides to fill in the gaps between the builds with nature. Specifically, Alex is adding custom trees around the perimeter, which make the village more natural looking, as though the village was built between the trees. The custom trees will be spruce trees of varying height and width. The items required to make the custom trees are really only two items: spruce leaves and spruce logs. Generally, when adding branches to a spruce tree, Alex will cover all sides of the branch with leaves. Symmetry is discouraged when making custom trees, as it otherwise does not look realistic. The custom trees are substantially larger than traditional spruce trees, creating a dramatic effect when standing next to the builds. They will fill the spaces between the builds on the outer perimeter. As the trees have a large base which are separated by some distance, Alex will add vanilla spruce trees using spruce saplings and bone meal, which will create a further barrier to the outer perimeter of the village. Making a custom spruce tree is likely the easiest of custom trees. One begins by making a single log column and then adding a 3x3 base around the single column with varying heights. A few extra logs at the base for thickness also helps and removes any symmetry from the build. Once the trunk is made and has a satisfactory height and width, the orientation of a few of the logs is changed to give the tree a feeling that it has knots in it. The knots give the tree character. Once the knots are added, branches are added to the trunk, always pointing in a downwards angle. The branches are longer on the lower part of the tree and grow shorter as one adds more branches. Again, making sure that the branches are not symmetrical and using diagonal blocks that don't touch each other improve the overall effect of the tree. Once satisfied with the shape of the trunk and branches, adding the leaves is the final step and the easiest part. All sides of the branches should be covered, as presented here. As the trunk and branches define the overall look of the tree, the leaves around all sides of the branches merely complete the build. And voila, a custom spruce tree. There is no single correct way to make a custom tree. Generally, spruce trees are easier to construct because they have a single vertical trunk, with spruce leaves wider at the base of the tree, growing narrower as one builds upwards. When making custom trees, ideally, one does not make the same tree over and over. Alex will create a few tree designs with varying height and width, and then switch between the designs, sometimes changing orientation. This ensures that the trees look natural. He never places the same tree design next to each other. Once the trees are added, Alex adds vanilla spruce trees in front of the custom trees, making the perimeter between the buildings dense. Once this is done, Alex fills the space between the trees with fern and lilac. to make the space between the buildings even more dense. With that, the outer perimeter is complete. Next, Alex will work on the center of the village, adding farmland, points of interest, and more. Join Alex at Noob Friendly and make your own village. Make some custom trees of your own. We look forward to seeing you.